salivary glands, much larger than in a human, because this is a rat. Okay, salivary glands, trachea, esophagus runs behind the trachea, thymus, heart, this is the atria, you can see it's blue, ventricle, lungs, so both sides lungs, diaphragm, this is the diaphragm, liver, medium, left, right, and the right has two parts. There's two parts to the right, and then the caudate lobe is way down here underneath. Can everybody see that? The caudate lobe. Okay, stomach. Pancreas is this. Just like a little fatty glandular structure. Spleen. The small intestine where it links up to the stomach is the duodenum part. And then we run into the ileum and the jejunum, which I won't ask you those two parts because it's all this curly stuff right here. Where the small and large intestine meet is this pouchy area here called the cecum. And then the large intestine has the ascending, the transverse, and the descending, which I will not ask you either unless I'm just asking you name the parts of the large intestine. And then we have the rectum, which is down here, this long part.
It's on the side.
So the rectum would be like this part right here. So I moved all the intestines out of the way.
Okay.
So here's the rectum right here. So descending, ending in the rectum. And then if you look way up underneath the liver, we have a kidney. And then we have another kidney on the other side. And then on Tuesday, we'll kind of go in. You can see the renal arteries and veins running in on this rat. Make sure you know what all the functions are, okay, of all the parts of the rat, too.
Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. These are the seminal vesicles here. These little guys, they're tiny. This is the bladder. This is the prostate. So, if you've ever known anyone that has like prostate issues, usually older men, it's because this is the prostate and it's right in front of the bladder. So when it is enlarged, it pushes on the bladder and like squeezes it so no pee can come out. Urine, I should say urine, right? This is the penis here. Seminal vesicles. And then, because this is a juvenile, it looks like, you can really see this is the vas deferens. And so it runs down to the testes. Okay, so when someone has a vasectomy, and here's the one on the other side. When someone has a vasectomy, they cauterize them. So they burn them. So they can't carry sperm. Okay, kidney, ureter. Okay. Runs down to the bladder. This is the bladder. These are the seminal vesicles. They're like on either side. Okay, so there's seminal vesicles. This is the prostate. So it's very large in this rat. So again, in a male, and like a human, if they have a prostate, enlarged prostate, it pushes on the bladder and they can't urinate. So bladder, prostate.
Bladder first, then prostate.
Bladder first, then prostate. So think about it pushing up on it. Penis. And then from the seminal vesicles, run the vas deferens. So here's one. Okay. They always run down and they attach to the testes down here at the very bottom. Okay, so you'll have one on the other side too, which is probably ureter here. Runs down to the bladder. This is the bladder right here. Seminal vesicles are here. Okay. This is the prostate. This is the penis right here. Well, can't really see it too. There, right there. And then here are the vas deferens. So Yasser, do you see how I took it out from I cut the fat away? So this is the vas deferens, and you can see where it begins. So it's always nice to know the origin. Okay, so starts at the vas deferens and then runs down and attaches to the testes, which are right here. Any questions? Cool things on this. I'll move my hand in a second. Okay, this is your inferior vena cava. And on yours, you can really see this little thing running. See this? This is going to be your renal vein. This blue part that's coming off the vena cava running into the kidney. So there's your renal vein. This thin little tube right there is your ureter, which will then run down. Actually, you know what? This is your ureter right here.
Really?
Yeah. So see this?
Yeah.
That's your ureter because it's running down into behind the rectum, which is right here, into the bladder, which is right here. So this is the bladder, and then in the female, you have a let me separate this out. Double horned uterus. So if she had babies, she would have babies all along the double horned uterus. So she'd have baby, 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 baby. And then the double horned uterus comes together in the vagina, which is this part right here. That. Questions? Okay. Kidney, ureter. This is your renal vein here. This is your ureter. Runs down to the bladder here. This that's flat would push up against it if it was full. This is your prostate gland right here in front, always in front of the bladder. These are your seminal vesicles here. And then this tube right there, this, not the blue, but this one, is the vas deferens, which runs down and connects to the bottom of the testes here. And you should have one on the other side too, right here. Vas deferens connects to the testes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's what